It always felt like something that only happened in dramatic movies, a single evening turning an entire group of friends inside out. But a few months back, that exact nightmare unfolded for us. What began as a carefree night meant for laughter and fun ended up dismantling nearly every relationship in our tight-knit circle. There were 4 couples among us. One had been married for 3 years and had a young child at home. Mara and I had just crossed our first wedding anniversary. Another pair had exchanged vows last summer. The last couple, Rachel and Nick, were deep in wedding preparations for a ceremony set in early February. We were all similar in age, worked in comparable fields, lived close by, and had built a strong bond through shared experiences and milestones. That bond, however, would crumble under the weight of a single night. Everyone had their eyes on Rachel and Nick's wedding, the next big occasion on all our calendars. As with most weddings, the festivities leading up to the big day included 2 traditional events, the bachelor and bachelorette parties. These gatherings can be controversial, depending on your views, but for our group, it was never about pushing boundaries. It was about cutting loose and enjoying each other's company. Nick had planned a low-key night out at a nearby club for the guys. He'd made it clear from the beginning, nothing shady, no dancers, no surprises. Rachel had been firm about that. She wanted their marriage to begin on a foundation of respect and trust. I remember giving him a hard time about it, teasing him like usual. Come on, man. It's your last night of freedom, and you're playing it safe. The others joined in with laughter, nudging him playfully. Nick chuckled and shrugged. There's 4 of us. After a few drinks, I'm sure we'll come up with at least 4 dumb ideas. We'll still have a good time. Saturday came, and the 4 of us piled into a cab and headed for the club. Meanwhile, our wives had made plans to celebrate Rachel's bachelorette party at a karaoke bar. Our evening started with a couple of drinks and conversations filled with old memories. The mood was relaxed, easy. As the hours passed, the night unfolded into laughter and harmless antics. I called Mara once or twice just to check in. How's it going? I asked on one call. It's amazing, she answered, cheerful and lively. Rachel won some contest. She popped all the balloons first and won a bottle of brandy. We're chasing it with champagne now. I laughed. Bet that bottle's already half empty. Nope, she giggled. Just cracking it open. Gotta go before the girls finish it without me. She seemed to be enjoying herself. I shared the update with the guys, and we kept the drinks coming on our end, too. But when I called again about an hour later, something felt off. Her voice was slurred, noticeably different, and there was a strange undertone, like she was hiding something. Are you sure it's just you girls there? I asked, only half joking. I swear I hear guys in the background. That question triggered a sudden defensiveness. It's just us, she snapped. Only girls. Then the line went dead. I tried calling her back, but her phone was either off or she was ignoring me. Our night carried on without incident. More drinks, more jokes, and we finally staggered out of the club around 3 a.m. When I got home, Mara still hadn't returned. Her phone was completely off. Eventually, I heard her stumbling through the apartment. She tripped over a chair and knocked over a side table as she tried to sneak in quietly. I got out of bed to help her. She was a mess, barely able to stand, let alone speak properly. Why weren't you answering your phone? I asked as I held her up. She mumbled something about her phone dying, then collapsed face first onto the bed without another word. I couldn't sleep. My head was pounding, one of those headaches where even lying still feels painful. I dragged myself to the kitchen for aspirin and a glass of water. Just as I swallowed the pill, my phone rang, slicing through the silence. It was Nick. He sounded shaken. Did Mara make it home? He asked urgently. Yeah, just got in. Wasted though, I replied. She's barely coherent. I could hear Rachel shouting in the background. Something crashed. Maybe a glass or a dish. You have no idea what happened tonight, Nick said, his voice tight with anger. The same women who didn't want us looking at dancers? They hired male strippers. Got absolutely trashed. He paused, his breathing ragged. Check your messages. I just sent something. Then he hung up. What I saw next turned my stomach. The photos Nick had forwarded left no room for interpretation. Mara, Rachel, and the other women, drunk and laughing, were all over male strippers, touching, posing, behaving in ways that shattered any sense of innocent fun. I stared at the images, my hands trembling, my chest tight. Nick called again. This time he was furious. "You saw them?" he asked. I could barely find my voice. "Yeah," I whispered.